Good morning. Welcome to virtual story time. It is visual because you can see me, but I can't see you. I have some very exciting news for anyone out there who's 4 years old. And that is, we have a program in the state of Colorado called One Book Colorado. And every child who's 4 who comes to pick one up gets a free book. This is all about reading and helping you get ready for kindergarten. So this year our free book is called The Little Red Fort, and we have it in Spanish too. So if you're coming to the library, maybe your mom or dad are picking up books or a movie, or you're coming to pick up a prize, like for 1,000 books before kindergarten or summer reading program. Well, actually, if you're 4, you should be doing 1,000 books before kindergarten. Have your mom and dad remember to ask to bring one of these books out for you. All right, so let's do our good morning song. Are you ready? We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. With all our friends it's story time. We clap and say hello. We wiggle and say hello. We wiggle and say hello. With all our friends it's story time. We wiggle and say hello. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. With all our friends it's story time. We wave and say hello. And if you want to say hello, you can type a message and Katie will let me know that you're saying hello to me.
You have Miss Cecilia that wants to say hello.
Hi, Cecilia. Thanks so much for saying hello. I appreciate that. So, as you might have noticed on our signs, our stories today are all about 1, 2, 3, little. This pig's been chowing down. He's not little, but 3 little pigs and a wonderful big bad wolf. Now this is an old traditional story, and so today I found some fun variations on the story. We'll start with one that's pretty close to the original, but maybe a little more fun because, we don't want in the original something bad happens to the wolf, and maybe the wolf can learn to be better. So let's find out. This book is called The 3 Little Pigs and the Somewhat Bad Wolf, and it's by Mark Teague, and it's published by Orchard Books. Oh my goodness, look at these pigs. They look pretty relaxed, and there's our wolf. Oh, there's even some, I don't know, ducks. Let's find out if there are ducks in this story too. The 3 Little Pigs and the Somewhat Bad Wolf. Once there were 3 little pigs. They lived on a farm, as most pigs do, and they were happy, as most pigs are. Then one day the farmer and his wife told them they were moving to Florida. He paid the pigs for their good work and sent them on their way. Sorry, pigs, no beach for you. Well, let's buy potato chips, said the first pig. Let's buy sody pop, said the second pig. Let's buy building supplies, said the third pig, who was altogether very unpig-like. Oh, there's the ducks. I wonder if they're going to go with the pigs. Reluctantly, the others agreed, but then the first pig decided to build a straw house. Since straw is cheap, he had plenty of money for potato chips. Look at all those boxes of potato chips. The second pig decided to build a stick house. Well, sticks are practically free, so he had lots of money left over for sody pop. But the third pig decided to build a brick house. She spent all her money on bricks and mortar. Mortar's that stuff that sticks the bricks together. But the man at the hardware store gave her a sandwich. You can't work on an empty stomach. Well, soon the straw house was finished. It was dusty and musty, but the first pig didn't mind. He rocked in his hammock and ate his potato chips. Soon after that, the stick house was done. It was small and there was no room for a bathtub, but the second pig did not mind. He took a mud bath and drank his soda pop. Now, brick by brick, the third pig worked on her house, and sometimes the other pigs would come by to watch. They had a wonderful time. And finally, the brick house was finished. It was big and beautiful and strong, and the third pig was very happy. She filled a basket with the vegetables from her garden. She was very busy. She even planted a garden while she was building her house. Well, into town came a wolf. He was very hungry and somewhat bad. He went to a donut shop, but it was closed. He went to a hot dog stand, but it was locked. Finally, he went to a pizza parlor, but he was not allowed in. No shirt, no shoes, no wolves. He was in a very bad mood. Soon the wolf came to a straw house. It smelled like pig. "I like pig," he said, not in a friendly way. He banged on the door. "Who is it?" called the first pig. "The wolf. Open up, or I'll blow your house down." I think the door is stuck," said the pig. So the wolf, he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. "Wow, I can't believe that worked," said the wolf. He had never blown a house down before. Quickly, the first pig got on his scooter and sped away. Well, the wolf moved on, hungry but confident. He came to another house, this one built of sticks. "Same piggy smell," he said. He knocked on the door. "Who is it?" called the second pig. "Wolf, open up, or I'll blow your house down. Trust me, I've done this before." "I think the door's jammed," said the pig. So the wolf took an enormous breath, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew that house down. "I'm amazed that worked again," said the wolf. Meanwhile, pig number 2 got on his bike and rode away. The wolf was still hungry. He was very, very hungry. I think the ducks are going to try to get away too. Well, the hungry wolf came to a beautiful brick house. He noticed a scooter and a bicycle, and the house smelled so strongly of pig. The bad wolf, well, somewhat bad wolf, rang the doorbell. "Who is it?" called the pigs. "The wolf. Open up, or I'll blow this house down." "Oh no," said the pigs, "not now. We're watching our favorite show." So the starving wolf took a humongous breath, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he huff, huff, puffed, and he puff, huff, huffed, and he huffy, huffy, puff, huffed. After the huffing and puffing stopped, the third pig said, "Do you think he's still out there?" The 3 pigs looked through the window and saw the wolf collapsed on the lawn. "Oh, look at the poor guy," said the first pig. "He's exhausted. Maybe he needs some potato chips, the second pig added, and some sody pop. The three pigs revived the wolf with some smelling salts and invited him in. The somewhat bad wolf was embarrassed. I was just so hungry I could not think straight. Have a potato chip, said the first pig. Have some sody pop, said the second pig. Never mind that stuff, said the third pig. Dinner is almost ready. Well, since their houses were ruined, the first two pigs moved in with the second pig. My house, my rules, she said, and she made them clean their rooms before they went out to play. And the wolf stayed too, and there was no more huffing and puffing, and he was hardly ever bad again.
Miss Sheila, Elkie would like to say hi.
Hi, Elkie. Oh, it's so good to hear your name and know that you're out there. That's awesome. Well, I have a song that was from some Disney movie a long, long time ago. I don't really remember what movie, but it's called Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? So, oops, I think I'm going to need a pig too. You ought to be afraid. Roar. I'm very fierce. Grrr. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my, Wolf, you're putting on quite a show. Well, let's get the little pig ready too. So, who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Why don't you try to sing that with me? It's pretty simple. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. All right, are you ready? You ought to be scared. I hope you are. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. I'm not afraid of the big bad wolf. The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. You're not, Piggy? No way. I'm not afraid of the big bad wolf. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Well, remember I told you that there are all kinds of variations on this story. So they took the ideas of the big bad wolf and the three little pigs, and then the author switched it up. This one is called The Three Little Pugs. Pugs are a kind of small dog, and the big bad cat. And this book was written by Becky Davies, and the pictures were drawn by Carolyn Altia, and this was published by Little Tiger Press. Let's see how this story goes. Lots of pictures of pugs. The three little pugs and the big bad cat. Once upon a time, there were three little pugs. They were named Bubbles and Bandit and Beauty. They lived with their mother in a tiny kennel in the woods. You're not puppies anymore, said Mother Pug. It's time you left to build houses of your own. Take these snacks and watch out for the big bad cat. Oof, she's the meanest feline around, and she'll do anything for food. Build strong houses to keep that kitty out. So off the three little pugs went, their backpacks bulging with biscuits. Well, Bandit and Beauty bounded ahead, while Bubbles dragged his paws at the back. I'm starving, he wailed, plopping himself down on the ground. Can't I just eat a couple of treats? you have to build a house first. Remember the big bad cat," warned Beauty. "Fine," said Bubbles, looking around. "Then I will build my house right here. Oh, there just happened to be some straw handy. I'll build it out of straw." And that's exactly what he did. Uh-oh, Bubbles, a bunny is eating out of your bowl. As soon as Bubbles had finished building his straw house, he turned greedily to his food, licking his little pug lips. He opened his mouth as wide as it would go, but before he could even take a bite, he heard a noise outside. "Humph! Can't a pug enjoy his meal in peace?" snorted Bubbles, and he waddled over to the window to take a look. What a sight! Sharp, scratchy claws, a terrible twitching tail, and mean, beady eyes. Uh-oh! Oh no, it was the big bad cat. Little pug, let me come in," yowled the big bad cat. "Not by the hairs on my chinny chin," trembled Bubbles, scrambling to cover his food dish. "Then I'll huff and puff and blow your house down," cried the cat, who pulled out a hair dryer. "I barely even need to lift a paw," and the hair dryer whirred and whooshed and blew that house down. "Yikes!" yelped Bubbles, and scurried away as fast as he could. Meanwhile, Bandit and Beauty had come across a pile of sticks. "Look, Beauty," panted Bandit. "Sticks! Sticks are my favorite. I could build my entire house out of sticks." "They don't look very strong. What about the big bad cat?" But Bandit wouldn't listen. He ran around happily, chewing sticks, digging holes, and building himself a messy little stick house. Bandit had just said goodbye to Beauty and was about to gobble up his first dog biscuit when Bubbles hurtled through the front door, wheezing. The big bad cat," panted Bubbles. Coming this way. Protect your treats." Just then a giant shadow fell across the window. Huddled together, the pugs looked out to see. Sharp, scratchy claws, a terrible twitching tail, and mean, beady eyes. Oh no! It was the big bad cat again. Little pugs, let me come in," howled the big bad cat. "Not by the hairs on our chinny chins," trembled Bubbles and Bandit. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." And the cat pulled out a leaf blower and aimed it at the house of sticks. "I won't even ruffle my fur," she purred, and the leaf blower spat and sputtered and blew that house down. "Wait for me! Oh no, there go all Bandit's sticks." Deep in the forest, Beauty had walked and walked until she found a pile of bricks. She knew exactly how she would build her house. Just as the last brick was laid, Bandit and Bubbles came bursting through the trees. "Beauty, Beauty, the big bad cat is coming," panted Bandit. "She ate all our food," wailed Bubbles. "We're gonna starve." "Don't worry, everything's under control," said Beauty, as she gathered her brothers into a huddle. "It's time for Plan B, boys. Listen carefully. Top secret plan B. I wonder what that could be. When the big bad cat reached the brick house, all was quiet. Too quiet. Little pugs, let me come in, growled the cat. There was no answer. She peeked inside to see a bulging backpack and 3 pug-shaped lumps on the couch. It's no use hiding, the big bad cat purred. I'll still huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. I won't even tangle a whisker. She pulled out a giant fan and pointed it at the brick house. The fan blustered and blasted and blew, but the house stood strong. This would call for something more powerful. A jumbo jet. The engines revved and roared, and the door to the brick house blew right open. The big bad cat strutted inside, but the backpack was filled with sticks, and those lumps on the couch, they were just cushions. Ooh, the big bad cat was furious. She yowled and she howled. She hissed and she spat. Her eyes narrowed, her tail twitched. She stamped her paws until... Muffin, trilled a voice through the trees. Muffin, time for din-din. With a flick of her tail, the cat trotted back home through the woods, discarding all her disguises. "Aw, there you are, my itty-bitty muffin pie," said Mrs. Honeybun, scooping the cat up. "I have the most wonderful surprise for my pretty witty Muffy Wuffy. Come with me, princess." And she carried that cat inside her house. Who's the big bad cat now, huh? Well, look who's joining our family. It's the Pugs. I know you all are going to be the best of friends. And the 1, 2, 3 little pugs and the big bad cat lived happily ever after. Almost. The end. Well, since pugs are dogs, we're going to do a poem about a puppy. So when we slap our thigh like this, like sometimes when we're calling a dog, we might be standing up and we might say, "Here, boy, here, girl." Sorry, I didn't give Katie any warning that I was going to stand up like this. That actually is sign language for dog. So we're going to say, "Call the puppy, give him some milk," and that's sign language for milk. "Brush his hair till it's soft like silk. Call the puppy, give him a bone, scoop him up and take him home." Let's try that again and see if you can at least do the motions with me, okay? Ready? Get ready to slap your thigh and call that puppy. Call the puppy, give him some milk, brush his hair till it's smooth like silk. Call the puppy, give him a bone, then scoop him up and take him home, where he hopefully will not meet the big bad wolf.
Why not? Everyone should meet me.
Well, you know what, Wolf? I actually have a story about you. Yes.
Before you read your next story, Miss Sheila, Mila and Maylee want to say hello.
Oh, hi, Mila. Hi, Maylee. I hope you girls are still doing all that awesome reading. So, yes, Mr. Wolf, a book about you.
Oh.
So do you know there are other stories besides the Three Little Pigs? There's also Little Red Riding Hood that has a wolf. And they talk about how big the nose and eyes and sharp the teeth of the wolf are. So let's see what this story tells us. Look, there are holes in this book. Holes for the eyes. The Big Bad Wolf. And this is written by Claire Masurel. The pictures are by Melissa Iwa, and it's published by Scholastic Cartwheel Press. Deep in the dark, dark forest, there lived a wolf, and people called him the Big Bad Wolf. Although the people in the town had never met him, people said, Big Bad Wolf has pointy ears and shiny eyes. And you know what? He did. And people said, Big Bad Wolf has a long snout and sharp teeth. See, they're pretending with the carrots that they have a long nose. And the wolf did. Looks like maybe the wolf likes to eat berries. Big Bad Wolf has a bushy tail and a piercing howl. And he surely did. Will you all howl with me? We'll pretend we're howling at the moon. Ow, ow, ow! And whenever something scary happened, people thought about the wolf. The people dropped everything and ran. Here comes the Big Bad Wolf. Safe in bed, the children huddled and shouted, Go away, Big Bad Wolf. But where was the wolf? At the end of the day, the wolf went back to his den where his family was waiting. At dinner time, Papa Wolf told silly stories, and the little wolves laughed and laughed. Then the little wolves went out to play. When night fell, Papa Wolf said, Time for bed. But those little wolves just kept right on playing. So Papa Wolf cleared his throat and howled a deep howl. Woo, woo, woo! Here comes the Big Bad Wolf. And the little wolves squealed and ran as fast as they could to hide in their bed. And Papa Wolf stomped his feet. He pointed his ears. He rolled his eyes. He showed his teeth. He snapped his tongue. He came closer and closer. And he gave his little wolves goodnight kisses all over. The end. I always knew you had a softer side, Mr. Wolf.
Aw, shucks, I didn't want anyone to know.
So, keep on reading, all you wonderful boys and girls out there, and keep on recording those books that you've read on Beanstack. And you can come by your library, whether it be Silverthorne, Frisco, or Breckenridge, and you can get your free books and prizes like gift cards. And Miss Jen will do a bilingual story time on Saturday. So let's do our bread and butter closing rhyme, and we're going to say goodbye, low and growly like a wolf, and silly and snorty like a pig, and in French, au revoir. Maybe you've already learned that from Miss Jen. And in Spanish, adios. Got those clapping hands ready? bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Say goodbye like a wolf if you can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Say goodbye like a pig if you can. Goodbye. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Say goodbye in French if you can. Au revoir. And the last one's adios for Spanish. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Say goodbye in Spanish if you can. Adios. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having an awesome summer. Bye-bye.